Hey everybody, this is Amanda from The Fundamental Home. It's Friday and as usual, I'm running behind. I actually think I might make this whole live thing on Friday night like a thing. Like I might pick a time and just do this all the time. So if you are watching this on the replay, which you probably are, then you will find out that I plan to do this from now on. I'm gonna pick a regular time and just do it on Friday nights because it's a whole lot easier. And I think it's actually going to be fun because if you guys know that I'm going live, hey Cindy, then you guys can like be prepared and have some questions. Yay, you made it. And we can talk and you'll know that this is what I'm doing. So menu plan, that's what we do on Friday. And I also want to share with you the Frugal Family Food Meal. We'll talk about that in a second. I'm glad you guys are coming in. Everybody's popping up and going live. Hey everybody, oh my word, I keep seeing lots of things. I do have, just so you know, moderators this week. And I have Rick and Brianna are manning the computer and going to keep an eye and try to moderate for me. It's their first time, so be patient, and we'll just hopefully be able to get that taken care of. While I have you guys here, before I talk about the menu plan, while everybody's coming into the room, as they say, hey everybody, hey Las Vegas, I used to live there, did you know that? This is what I'm going to show you. Remember, I didn't have tongs when I was frying chicken? Look what I got this week. Not one, not two, but 3 in the mail. So from now on, when I fry chicken, I will have tongs. So I won't be using the fork in my pans because I know that lots of people were kind of stressed about that. But if you hear the coffee pot brewing in the background, that's what that is. I'm like, probably a weird sound going on over there. But hey, I'm so glad you guys made it. Thanks for coming. So it's Friday. You caught me live, yay! And I'm going to tell you about my menu plan, which I have on the board. So let me go over that real fast, because when I'm done with this, I'm going to go sit on my porch and relax for a minute and talk to you guys. So Friday, today we have leftovers, and Mama's really happy about that. Hey everybody, what did Rick think of the splatter screen? You so scared me. Brianna's like sneaking around the corner. Hey Brianna! Everybody liked her video. We're going to talk about that too. Rick thought the splatter screen was great. You'll notice if you see this, we're going to use it soon, right? So here we go. Leftovers were today, like I said, great thing. Tomorrow I have breakfast dinner. We're going to make some omelets, bacon and pancakes. That's going to be dinner tomorrow. Sunday, again, we have company. I guess it's not always that we have company on Sunday, but we pretty much have company a lot on Sunday. So ham and potato soup and ham and bean soup. I'm trying to get rid of ham. So, and usually if you like one, you like one or the other. So I'm glad you guys like those financial advice videos. So anyway, so that's what we're doing on Sunday. Monday, paella. We're doing that. I need to make a video on that. So I'll try to work on that soon. But paella is actually one of our favorite dishes. And I'm excited to have that this week. You'll see right here. Look at this. Tuesday. Fried chicken. It's on the menu. I will tell you about paella in a second. Fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and more fried collard greens. So we are going to have that on Tuesday, and I will play with the splatter screen, and we will see how that goes. It's going to be an experiment. Wednesday, pork chops, mashed potatoes, and broccoli. Yes, towels are still staying. And Thursday, chicken soup. Pretty basic, so nothing out of the ordinary. Paella. I'll give you a basic idea of how we make it. I fry up sausage, in this case it'll be bratwurst, which is kind of weird for a paella, but that's just what we have. But anyway, you'll fry up sausage, and then you take basically some pureed tomatoes, onions. I puree them, you don't have to, but potatoes, onions, peppers, some chicken broth, a little bit of seasoning, and you put that with rice in the oven and you bake it. It's really super easy. Paella? I don't know. I think it's paella. I mean, I don't know. How do you guys say it? But anyway, so I'm excited about that. Can you do chicken pastry? You mean it like a chicken pot pie? I have a ham pot pie video, and that's the same video that the same recipe that I use for chicken pot pie. I just, instead of using ham, I use chicken. So if you want to check that out, you can definitely look through my video collection. It's in there. So in terms of the fried collard greens, somebody asked if I would film the fried collard greens. I can, but there's really not much to it. I basically just take the oil that I fried the chicken in that's already warm and just toss in half a bag of collard greens. That's about it. It's really not complicated. And I just wait till they're crispy, almost like chips. I mean, there you go. That's how I make it. But if you want to see it, hey, I'll think about doing it. In fact, I was thinking about filming the mashed potatoes because last time I did it, I asked about if anybody didn't know how to make mashed potatoes, and some people used uncooked rice when you make the paella. Some people don't know how to make just plain mashed potatoes, like real mashed potatoes. I didn't know how to make them for years. So it's those basic recipes, I guess, that people are doing. So anyway, I am not a doctor, so I can't recommend things for whatever cholesterol. I don't know, but that's that. So anyway, thank you to my friend who gave me this. So that is it, I think, with the menu plan. I got a bottle of water that I took from the boys' lunch stuff because I'm thirsty. And we're going to go out on the porch so you guys can walk with me. I would like to do a video series with some basic recipes soon, since you guys have asked about that, like the mashed potatoes. And look at Rick. Rick's over there hard at work monitoring. You see him waving. And I'm going out on the porch where the cats are. My neighbors are. My neighbors are actually outside, so if it gets loud, we're going to work on that. We're going to have to go back in the house or something. It is about 8 o'clock here in North Carolina, if you're curious. I'm going to grab a chair. They're over here. And the weather is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. It's always nice here on my porch, even if it was raining. Okay, here we go. I'm going to prop you guys up, and we can sit here and chat for a minute. Okay. Hopefully that's good. Okay. Woo. Anyway. All right. So, other thing I had to tell, I'm going to take a sip of my water first, if you don't mind. So, my neighbors are outside with their animals. If you hear them talking, you'll totally know what it is. There's no thunderstorms. It is absolutely beautiful. I don't know. I mean, you can't see the greenery, but you know what? Let me just turn you around. Why not? You can see all the beautiful greenery. Sun going down a little bit. It's a very nice evening. Over here, Kitten's playing with her mama on the porch. And it's just a nice, peaceful night, which is good because I'm busy. I've been busy all day and I want to like just tone it down and relax. I'm really, really looking forward to my Saturday off. Like just not doing anything. I am planning to do something for me and to relax. I am planning to give myself a pedicure. Do you guys do that at home? Like, do you do that? Because we're supposed to do some swimming here in the next, in the next few weeks. Brianna's going to get swim lessons again, and we're working on a few different things. So we're going to be at the pool, and I want to just have pretty feet. So how do you get kittens to stay on the porch? These are wildcats. I can't get them to go away. No. Did you see the food all over the porch? That's why they don't go anywhere. So, I don't know. How much did I say the milk prices were? I think, if I remember correctly, what I paid yesterday was $2.79 for a gallon of milk. So here it's actually kind of pricey compared to what it is the rest of the country. But I've seen lots of other prices on the Frugal Family Food group. If you're not a member, you need to go to Facebook and look for Frugal Family Food. But everybody's been sharing their milk prices there, and we've seen them as low as 68 cents. Today I saw eggs that were 29 cents for a dozen eggs. It's an amazing price. You just don't get that all the time. So it's a really great time if you live in those areas to stock up if you're able to. So, but we're not getting those prices here. California, they're paying $4.98. That's pretty big. I can't remember where it was 68 cents, but if you go in the Frugal Family Food Facebook group, you can definitely scroll down and see all the posts, and there's a lot of pictures, and you can see where it was. I mean, I think it's like Midwest, if I remember correctly. I know Tangi did a grocery haul, and I think her milk was like 99 cents or something. So it was pretty pricey. Hey Beth, nice to see you. So anyway, you guys talked about our let's see, the videos we did on financial lessons. Everybody seemed to like that, like the time spent with the kids and with my husband. And I was pretty excited about it. I don't want to say too much because Rick and I plan to do a follow-up video on that on Sunday. And I think that they did a really good job, though. I was surprised that at some of their answers, particularly Ricky, to be honest with you. I kind of expected a little something different with his answers in terms of financial lessons. So, did we ever go to yard sales? Yes, we do go to yard sales. We love yard sales. They're great. You can get better prices at yard sales than you do at thrift stores. It's a little bit harder to find yard sales, believe it or not, in this rural area because when we lived in the Washington, D.C. area, there were a lot of neighborhoods, and it was a lot easier to find yard sales. You know, because you would just go to a neighborhood and there'd be like a bunch of people and, you know, you could just spend an hour and go to probably like 20 yard sales and get a lot of deals and move on with your day. Here it's a little bit different. First of all, it's rural, so there's not that many and you have to go a further distance to find them. And secondly, one thing I've noticed about things here versus there is that in the Washington, D.C. area, one of the county that we lived in that area was one of the richest in the country just because of its proximity to D.C. and lots of people had government jobs, and it was just a really well-to-do area. We were not, but the area was. So there, I think people took things for granted a little bit, and I think that, you know, they would just get tired of something and get rid of it in a yard sale for like $1 and not even care. Here we're in North Carolina right now. So when we lived there, you know, you could get really amazing things for super cheap prices because people didn't care. So here in North Carolina, we lived in the western mountainous area of North Carolina. It's very rural, and people here really value every single thing that they have and often keep it until it dies, until it literally dies. So when you go to yard sales, a lot of times you just don't see very much stuff, and the things that they have just aren't, I don't know, they're not the same quality, so you just don't have as much yard sale traffic here. Now, I mean, if I was interested in it, I could travel to one of the nearby cities and probably find better things. But, hey, Mima, how are you? But we don't do yard sales too often. But our kids do love yard sales. In fact, a lot of times, in terms of a yard sale, we use the Facebook yard sale site. Do you guys use that? It's like one of our favorites. When the boys were doing eBay, they would actually go on the Facebook yard sale site, find things, and purchase them, and then resell them on eBay. One Christmas, the boys, I think, paid for Christmas that way. Like, they totally just bought and sold things. Because I think, you know, the things that sell really well at Christmas in terms of eBay or Facebook yard sale are usually toys. Because it's Christmas time, right? And that's what people are buying and selling. Well, of course, the boys were really knowledgeable about toys and what their value was. So it was a really good time for them to make money buying and selling. So it was a great time for them. But anyway, that was what they did with the yard sales. So, okay, so I'm glad you guys like those videos. Do I have yard sales? We haven't had them in a really long time, to be honest with you. We don't tend to overstock, and usually if we're getting rid of something, we donate it. We are a little over an hour from Asheville. We're not too far from Justin Rose, which is why I visited him. But of course he's doing his travel thing now. So there's that. I don't know why I keep doing this. I'm just like doing this. Yeah, yard sales are a lot of work. And like I said, there's not so much traffic here. So I don't know. I'd just rather donate it most of the time. So had a yard sale once, never again. You're so young. How old was I when I had my first son? Young. Budget video. You know what? Rick and I have actually been playing with the Every Dollar app. I know that some of you guys use that. I've heard about it a lot. It's a Dave Ramsey thing. And I was thinking about maybe using that and making a video. I'm not like one of those people that's paid to promote it or anything. But I thought it was really pretty and nice and organized, and I thought about doing that for like a video for you guys just to talk about our full budget, because people have asked what our full budget looks like. And so I was thinking about going over that with you guys. So if you're interested, let me know, because we certainly don't mind talking about that, you know, with a certain amount of delicacy. But I think that's something that we're looking forward to here in the future. And like I said, Sunday, did I do the baby steps? No, we didn't. We actually, when we started talking about finances years ago, Dave Ramsey was probably around, but I don't think we knew about him. We went through like another Christian counseling sort of thing with another book, and I don't even remember what it was. But I don't know. Rick, if you're watching, do me a favor, and the questions about cholesterol, you can go ahead and delete those, because that's not relevant to what we're talking about. So we went through this other finance book and kind of used that, and they talked about, I think it was Larry Burkett. I do think it was Larry Burkett. We talked about an envelope system with that. And so a lot of it's very similar to what Dave Ramsey does, but it's just a little bit different. So we didn't have any baby steps, but we're familiar with it because in the more recent years, we've given those books to other people and they've been very helpful. So anyway, every dollar will give you an option to download the items you put in the fund. See, I haven't really gone into it deep yet. We're just kind of starting to play with it. So hopefully we'll have a video out for that soon. But Sunday, Rick and I are going to try to do a catch up in terms of going back over what the kids did this week, what things that they've talked about and our thoughts on that. But I'm not on Sunday yet, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like right here getting ready to take my nice Sabbath break. So I think the envelope system is great. I think Ricky, if you watched Ricky's video today, he talked about not having your money with you. And I think that's one of the best things about the envelope system is that you put a certain amount of money into an envelope for each budget item. And so basically that was what helped me initially with my grocery budget, and why I'm a little bit over now is because I used to just go with my envelope. And what I had in the envelope was all I had. And I even, when I talked about it, the system on my blog where I talk about how you do it, do you plan to write a book? I plan to write a couple books, but you know, who has time? So, but anyway, hopefully I'll get to be doing them soon though. I'm working on it. I really am. Ricky is adorable. Everybody loves Ricky. You don't even get a tenth of his charm on video. If you met Ricky in person, forget it. It's just crazy. And forgive the trolls. We're going to work on getting that stuff down. So hopefully Rick is deleting. I'm just going to go make sure that he is comfortable with this. Keep in mind, I appreciate you guys' patience because this is our first time using moderators, and they're all first-time moderators. And so now we're going to have the background. Honey, are you able to block these people?
Right.
All right, let's see what we can do. You guys get to see. Okay, you've deleted. And now we're going to... Oh, you blocked. Great.
Excellent.
You're so good.
I'm on the ball.
You're good.
Go away, trolls.
Thumbs up and high five for Rick. He's doing such a good job. Oh, Wendy, Rick is the man. I wish he could meet Mauricio for real. For real, for real. Okay. When and how did I discover my gift for teaching? That just kind of came up. How old am I? I am 39. So you guys do the math. So, yeah. Thank you. Oh, yes. Rick is probably loving all these comments. I know. You can't get enough Rick, right? Hey, everybody that's just joining us. So, okay. So, we're getting a hold of this whole moderator thing. I'm feeling good about the live thing. Oh, my word. Okay. So, while we're talking about... I don't know what made me think of it, but Frugal Family Food. I do want to bring up Frugal Family Food this week. If you guys did not see it, you know, I think it was I saw Wendy, and she had last week. This week, we have Life in Farmland, okay? Life in Farmland did today's Frugal Family Food video. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he did an amazing job. Like, Tangi and I both commented on his video. Tangi did it first, and I was like, I couldn't believe Tangi said it because it was exactly what I was going to say, but he makes me want to be a better YouTuber. The cats are fussing over there. So anyway, he did this amazing video, and if you guys haven't seen it, you need to check it out. Hopefully somebody in the comments could maybe put a link to his video because I could have Rick on it, but I don't know if he'll be able to get to it. So if not Rick, somebody go get a link to his video and put it in the comments or the chat so that we can make sure everybody can check out Eric's video, Life in Farmland. He did an amazing job. And he did grilled pizza, and I was so inspired. I actually made pizza for lunch with some flatbreads. I was like, yeah. And it wasn't on a grill, but I kind of felt like it was super awesome like a grill. I was kind of, you know, feeling good about it. So, anyway, I was just super excited. Yay! Do I plan on doing meet and greet? Yes! I would love to do some meet and greet. We are going to be, for sure, Lord willing, we are going to be at the Homesteaders of America conference. I had to think about it for a second. So, Homesteaders of America meet and greets in D.C. Well, it's in Virginia. I mean, you know, you could come. Homesteaders of America Conference. That's in October, so hopefully you guys are going to be there and you can come hang out with us. I mean, Joel Salatin, hello. Joel Salatin will be there. Who could be better than that? You're going to have Esther Emery, Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. Like, super amazing people are going to be there. And we're going to be, it's Homesteaders of America, but don't feel like, oh, I'm not a homesteader, it's not for me. Well, it's anyone who's interested in simple living. There's going to be lots of people doing food demonstrations, but also things that I do, like making your own things, making your own soap. Homeschooling is one of the topics, so it's just a lot of different things that are going on there. So even if you're not necessarily like going to be getting your own farm and your own chickens, it's not something there that you can't learn from or people you can't connect with. And there's going to be so many great YouTubers there. You guys definitely want to come to Homesteaders of America, so make sure you check that out. And guess what? Kids 18 and under are free. You got no excuse. Bring the kids. You know, do that. So you can definitely go. You can definitely afford that free price. So let's see. Did Rick ever do his weightlifting? Rick always does weightlifting. I'm trying to scroll back and see all of these comments. Are you thinking about expanding to chickens and pigs? Oh, let's go ask him that one. I'm going to keep going back and forth. Let's see. Pigs and chickens, babe?
Huh?
Pigs and chickens?
Not tonight.
You don't want to get any?
Huh?
You don't want to get any? One day?
Yeah, one day.
Yeah. I'm actually going to move in because the neighbors are outside and they're all doing different things. So we're going to go in here, back in the kitchen for just a second. Life is busy. And you know what? All the kids are doing stuff. All the kids are doing stuff. So Mom can sit here in her kitchen and have a little break. Amen. High five, moms. So, yeah, thank you, Wendy. It is not that far from you, and I think you got some time on a Saturday that you totally need to go there and have yourself a little fun time at Homesteaders of America. Our whole family will be there. Our whole family. All 3 kids and Rick taking vacation time. That's that. So I want chickens, for the record. Let me just throw that out there. What I want are chickens and goats. Ricky would love pigs. He's always wanted pigs. I don't think my husband is going to ever go for pigs. Ever. But chickens, maybe. I don't think he hasn't totally ruled out chickens, just like he's not super excited about the chicken thing. But I'm working on him. He's okay with the garden. Oh, and guess what else I got today? I was going to show you while I was outside and I totally forgot. I got some plants. I got some herbs. I got 2 rosemary plants, 2 mint plants, and I think the other one is sage. But I was like, yes, the beginning of an herb garden. Yes. I'm so excited. I don't know if you guys watched, Marjorie Wildcraft had the, what is it called? I can't remember. But there was this conference thing that they did online last week and it was free and they showed you how to distill your own essential oils. And I was like, yes, I need to learn that. So I watched. I was so excited about it. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm totally into the herb garden thing. I cannot wait to get all that stuff. So it's not my first time having herbs. At our old house, the one that we rented before we came here, we had, it wasn't a garden per se, but they were in containers. And so Brian grew a bunch of herbs because Brian is actually into herbal medicine. Brian, for a long time, was considering going to medical school, and he spent some time. We require all of our kids to volunteer when they're about 14, 15 years old. We try to find them a volunteer opportunity that's related to the field that they're interested in going into so they can get some experience in it before they spend thousands of dollars in college. Another money-saving tip. So Brian went and volunteered, and he wanted to be an emergency room doctor. He went and volunteered at our local hospital in the emergency room and discovered that it wasn't for him. He discovered that it wasn't his thing because he had this very romanticized idea of what being a doctor was. Enjoy your family movie night, Wendy. He had this very romanticized idea of what being a doctor was, that it was just like saving people and helping people. And he found in the emergency room there was a lot of ties to insurance companies and what they require, and it just wasn't what he expected it to be. He expected it to be a lot more about the patient and less about the cost. And it didn't seem to be that way where he was. I'm not saying it's like that everywhere, but where he was, he felt that it was like that, and it was totally not what he wanted to do with his life. So at the time, he wasn't sure which direction he was going to go in. So he had gone to college and had ended up getting a scholarship and grants and things to go study business, to where it worked out for free. So that's what he did. So now that he's finished his 4-year degree in business, he took a year off to figure out what he wants to do in terms of a master's. He considered law school. And it's almost to the end of that year, and he still hasn't decided, to be honest with you. I think he would like to get an MD-JD, which is he'd still like to be a medical doctor and also be a lawyer, do both. And I think he would like to focus on naturopathic medicine, something like that. But that's in the future. He's only 20 years old, so we'll see how that goes. There should be an FFF cookbook. There certainly should be. I really am compiling recipes. But I'm torn with this, right? So how long will I let them live at home? As long as they want. I'm cool with that. So enjoy your target practice. We would like to do one big cookbook. Now, we could release a bunch of different little ebooks, but I'm trying to do it in a way that I think is most cost conscious. Like, what would I want in a cookbook? And I'd want one cookbook. I wouldn't want one for, breakfast foods and one for, meats or anything, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. So I'm trying to compile it into one big cookbook, and it's going to take a little bit of time. I'm trying to work on it, though. So don't worry. I'm trying to share recipes to you here and there. Do I make homemade gluten-free bread? Yes, but I haven't perfected it yet. Have not perfected that yet. When I do, I will let you know. Believe me, it's been a challenge. Do I plan to have more children? No, that's not my plan. Not my plan at all. So yeah, one cookbook I think is much nicer than multiple. But it'll still end up being multiple, but I want one like major one, because you can't ever fit anything into a cookbook. You're probably going to need supplements with different things that you think of here and there. But I think it'll be fine in terms of like one big one to do most of it. Do we ever think of fostering or adopting? We have considered it. We have not decided on anything as of yet, so we're pretty full up with what we have. I'm glad I can inspire you guys to eat at home more and cook more, because I don't know, I just think it's gonna be, I don't know. Will Tangi join me in the cookbook? Probably not. Tangi is full up with her own thing, and her main passion is gardening. So, but it doesn't mean that she won't be doing a book on gardening or a part of Frugal Family Food books. We kind of have different loves in terms of what we're doing. So she will focus on the gardening stuff, and I'll focus on the actual cooking. There was a question about pedicure, and I missed it. It's scrolling on my screen pretty fast. So if I missed it, if I'm missing your guys' questions, I apologize. I just can't see. I'm gonna try to scroll here. But can you do some Bible studies? I haven't seen one in a while. She says Rick definitely has a niche. Yes, he does. He's very, very good with Bible studies. Rick is a very good Bible teacher. And I like listening to Rick teach. It's just, tying Rick down and getting him to do something in one place for long enough for me to film it. We did Bible studies at first here on the channel, but it was a real challenge because our schedules are just, we barely have time to just hang out and have husband and wife time. So to interrupt that time to make videos and make it about work sort of thing was a lot. And in the end, we had to pretty much say, this is our time as a family, and we're just going to have to enjoy that together and it not be about making videos. Do we do the Bible studies? Rick is not a pastor, he's a preacher, and it's two different things. He preaches, but he preaches in multiple churches, wherever he can. So I use a loaf pan. I don't use a bread maker. I'm just answering questions as they pop up as I see them. And there was another one that I missed that I was going to answer. Somebody asked if we do Bible studies with the kids. Not so much anymore. Not so much anymore. When they were little, we spent a lot of time doing it. I still do one-on-ones with Brianna. It's part of our homeschool. But we don't do big family ones generally. Everyone has their own individual devotional time. And then weekly we do stuff together, but that's about it. Do I have a makeup or skincare regimen? No, clearly. Clearly I don't. But read mine, it's above. I'm scrolling. There's so many. A cookbook with a substitute section would be nice. I know, right? I do have a lot of ideas in terms of cookbooks. Do I do crafts? I am so not the crafty mom. I am so not the crafty mom. The only thing that I do crochet and I sew. And I love both, but I rarely have time for sewing. Crochet I really enjoy doing in the evening. I like to sit on my couch and crochet. And I just like to do that while Rick watches, you know, the news. A day in the life of homeschool. Well, I could, but we're not homeschooling really very much in the summer. Although we are doing a summer schoolish thing right now. Brianna has 2 more years till she finishes high school. Am I making anything right now? No. I assume you mean sewing or crocheting and not in the moment. Anyway, Brianna has 2 more years of high school, and so we have to work in an extra, what is it called? An extra English. So this summer we're working on, and we're working on this English program. It's called Right Shop, but I am going to do a video about it in the future. Let's see. Yeah, that was me that kept minimal shelves. Brianna's 14. So we're working through this program called Right Shop, where in a year you can finish 2 years worth of English. So I'm excited about that. I am going to do a video about it coming soon. I might even have that Monday or Tuesday because I really like it, and I'm glad that there's a program out there that you can get 2 years of English in 1 year. In the past, what we had to do was the boys had to start in like May, whenever they finished their school year, and push to do 180 days worth of school in, you know, 90 days or something. I don't know what they did, so many hours. And it was really good. So I don't know. It's much easier to just do it with a program that's already set up for that than trying to make your own program. So what book am I reading? None at the moment. I'm getting ready to pick up one, but I'm not sharing that here. So anyway. Oh my word. Okay, I think I'm missing some more questions. Let me scroll back up here. I did not know Right Shop has been around for very long. I just heard about it a few years ago. And have you ever made freezer meals? I don't do freezer meals too often because I don't have a big freezer. So I do have minimal bookshelves. Do I plan on getting another freezer? Yes. And am I going to do any more Worthy Wednesdays? Yes, I plan to do Worthy Wednesday this Wednesday. And I think I mentioned to you guys that I am going to do Worthy Wednesday. Let's see. I was trying to do Worthy Wednesday on managing your time. So yeah, I need that. Somebody said something about watching The Awful Pride and Prejudice. I hope you mean the one with Colin Firth when you were referring to The Awful Pride and Prejudice. So, oh my. And let's see here. Hi from South Jersey. Have I ever bombed a meal? Seriously, yes. Yes, yes, yes. How is your homeschooling? Is it a curriculum or do you make it up? So the way we do homeschooling, when I first started homeschooling, I did it very structured. I had one curriculum. I used to teach Christian school. So the one that, Colin Firth is the bomb. He's a bomb, all right. Anyway, the curriculum that we used in the Christian school is the same one that we use when I first started homeschooling because I wasn't sure about curriculum and I didn't want to mess anything up, so we started with that. And then slowly I started piecing things out and trying new things. So now, and saying I have a very bad connection, so I hope you guys can see me. I don't know. Let me know if you have any trouble. I know. He's doing such a good job. Yay, Rick. He is the best. Are you having any trouble seeing me? Let me know because I want to make sure before I say anything. It's showing me very bad connection. Rick is saying thanks. If you're watching the playback, you're going to wonder what in the world we're doing. It's Rick. Okay, so anyway. Buffering bad here. Let's see if I move if we have a better connection. I don't want to take you that way because then you'll see my dirty dishes. You don't want to see that. Let's see. And I put my finger there. All right, let me know if at any point the connection is getting better. I'm seriously right by the modem, so hopefully it'll help it, but maybe not. Internet keeps skipping. Seems good to your end? Okay. Not buffering now. Yes, I'm looking at it. It's the bad connection is off. Good. I'm so glad. Okay, so back to actual conversation. Let's see, we've got about 10 more minutes. You think it's the hurricane? Well, there's no... Rick is cute. Don't give that man a big head. Yep. Honey, people are saying you're cute. What do you think about that? Yeah? Everybody say hi to Rick. Look at him.
Oh, hey.
Hard at work.
Hello.
Yay. Deep South, you did not even mention that you were here, or I did not see you. Hey, Danny and Wanda. Everybody's saying hi to Rick. He's so special. He's just now seeing himself on the screen, and he's like fixing his hat and stuff.
You're fine.
He's the best. Can you believe how quiet it is in my house? Do you know all 3 of my children are here? And they're just in their rooms just quietly, I guess maybe they're trying to be. Crazy Daisies has been coming. You know what? I didn't even notice, but thank you. I'm so glad you did that, Wanda. You're the best. Okay, did I see your question? No, but you can go ahead and repeat it. Rick, do you have your coffee cup?
No, it's in the kitchen.
No, it's in the kitchen. Remember, I was brewing coffee. Oh, he's got it. All right, I'll go get it.
I can't get it.
I'm going to take him. He does have a baby face. When I met Rick, he was, where is your cup? When I met Rick, he was 18. Ignore the light because you're actually in my house. Where is your cup?
I'm not sure. Oh, it's up here.
Okay, I'll go back and get his cup. When I met Rick, he was 18, but he probably looked about 14. And you know it's true. And it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed at all. He barely looks older. And for a long time, people would always think that I was his mom. That was horrible. I've seen some comments about us getting chickens and the budget increase. Yeah, that's probably not going to impact since he's not going to do that anytime soon. But I have the blue coffee mug. My kids are quiet. They are quiet, but they're older. They have devices. How's my garden this year? My garden is not in a happy place. I'm bringing him coffee. You both look so young. I'm sorry you lost your husband, Annie. We are sitting here relaxing. How did we meet? How did we meet, Rick?
We did a video on that.
We did do a video on that, but these folks don't know it. How did we meet?
Oh, we met at at work.
At work. We met at work, and I was his boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, now he's mine.
I'm watching for trolls.
You're doing a good job. You're a pro. You're a pro troll watcher. Let's see. I was talking about homeschooling. Let's see. I'm like, I gotta hold this and scroll back. Would love to hear more about homeschooling. There's really nothing else going on this summer. Like I said, Brianna, do we watch TV or have it? We have plenty of TVs. We don't really watch it too much. This summer we're doing English. And Brianna's also doing some PE this summer because she's doing swim lessons and she's doing a lot of stuff with that. So we're going to... There went the quiet. So she's going to get a PE credit this summer. The way we try to do summer credits is you have to get 180 hours in, which is a challenge. I mean, if you do it in 90 days, that's 2 hours a day, you know. My eye was itchy, sorry. But if you do it in 60 days, that's 3 hours a day. So it's a lot of work. But PE is actually easy to get in 3 hours a day, particularly if you're doing 2 hours of swimming. And then she's getting a couple hours of instruction every week. So, yeah, I'm sorry to hear about all the rain in all the different places.
I wanted to see if I could see myself in the video.
Brianna wants to see herself in the video.
Let's see if I can see it. Oh, I see it. I was so excited.
She's watching herself.
Hi.
Popping in and out. So we were talking about your homeschooling. So you're excited to do your English?
Mm-hmm.
Are you liking Right Shop so far? Don't give anything away. Your English, yeah. We're going to talk about that in another video. We're doing something with that. You guys just wait on that. Do you know what you want to study in college, Sissy?
What's that stuff?
Are you talking about that thing you mentioned last
Yeah.
night? Okay. So for a long time, we've talked about doing her going into the advertising and graphic design program that Ricky's in, because she likes photography and she's liked a lot of the classes that Ricky's taking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. However, she found out that the community college that we have nearby has a cosmetology program. And so she would like to consider doing cosmetology, which we have no problem with if that's what she wants to do.
Yeah.
But she is really interested. Brianna, as you know, if you don't know, does she ever get warm? She's usually hot. I think she's just covering herself because she's actually in her modest swimwear. And you guys can't see that because she's going to do a video on that. But
Spoiler alert!
So,
What do you
do to your hair? Are you talking about Brianna?
Me? I brush it.
That's about it.
Why are you clapping?
Rick's drinking the coffee.
Oh, that's
And
my water.
catching the trolls. And then the rest of us are just sitting here relaxing.
It's fun.
Are you liking the troll catching?
Yeah, it's fun.
You feel powerful just
It
deleting
is
people?
a power thing. I like it.
That's
Power!
You're doing a good job.
We should build a wall.
No political jokes. Anyway, so yeah, Brianna's been thinking about doing cosmetology. She loves to do makeup and hair.
I love it! Even though I'm not really wearing any right now. But I still love it!
So it makes her happy, and she might do that. So, but we'll see. She's got a couple years before she goes, and that's that. Our policy is pretty much if they don't know what she's looking at herself and laughing at the same time that we're on camera.
Because I didn't realize how weird I am.
Yeah, we don't care what they do. The rule is you can get any kind of degree. We don't care. You get any degree you want. It doesn't matter what it's in as long as you get a degree. So, whatever. It's whatever makes her happy. Does that make you happy?
What?
Makeup.
Yeah. Oh, really happy. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I like doing other people's makeup and her makeup and my makeup.
Yeah.
But I got lazy today.
Yeah. So, yes. Thanks for hanging out with us. We've got just a couple more minutes. We were trying to keep it at the 45-minute or less mark. So, you work for MAC Cosmetics. That's nice.
That's so cool!
You guys could get her to talk about makeup forever.
I love makeup. I'm obsessed.
I had no idea there was anything like highlighter or bronzer. I mean, clearly.
Highlighter.
I don't know.
Highlighter. The nose, the little bit you put right here. I love it. When we went to the Wilds, Caitlin, which is simply Caitlin21, she's my friend, she would always do our makeup for evening service, and she was like, do you guys want highlighter? And I was like, put it on the tip of my nose, put it on the tip of my nose. It's so cute. It's like a little button.
So you can see why she's thinking about that. Did she ever have braces? No, none of our children have ever had braces, and I don't know. Rick has all had perfect teeth his whole life. I remember when I first met him, I must have asked him 3 or 4 times, did you ever have braces? He never had them. So, you know, they're just born that way. I got to credit his side of the family because I don't have perfect teeth. But
when I was younger, my teeth weren't.
Well, no one's is.
But girl, when I was younger, whoo!
Yeah. The Wilds. Yes, the Wilds in Brevard is where they went.
It was so much fun. I miss it so much.
Yeah, they really enjoyed it, had a good time, and now she gets to enjoy all the other fun of her summer.
Yeah.
Just doing a little bit of school, just to try to get out of high school soon, but not too soon, but a little bit soon. Because there's all kinds of fun things to do in life.
My sister works at Sephora. That's so cool. Sorry, I'm like reading comments over here.
Yeah, she's reading them on the computer while I'm standing here. All right, we have, do you still hunt, Brianna?
I haven't done it in a couple months.
Yeah, it's not really hunting season.
No.
There's nothing really going on right now, so there's really nothing to do. But in the fall, hopefully she'll get me something. Do a makeup video. Yeah, she's got a little congestion, but she's not really sick.
Yeah, I'm a little sick.
Yeah. The other kids, Brian is probably sleeping, to be honest with you, because Brian usually is exhausted. The Wilds is awesome.
Yeah!
And Ricky, I have no idea. I don't know what they're doing. They're almost 18 and 20. I really don't just follow them everywhere. So. Wow. Yes, Ricky does look a lot like Rick, and the older he gets, the more he is like Rick. Like they are like twins. And Brianna is just laughing at herself like crazy. Okay, we are finishing up. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us. Like I said, we're going to try to do this regularly, and I'm going to pick a time for it just to try to make sure that we're pretty even. I just got to check and make sure we're not interfering with anybody else's live videos because I have no idea. No, Brianna does drink coffee, but we really try to keep her on decaf because this is why, right here.
I actually haven't had any.
No, she hasn't.
This
or
is
sugar.
Just me.
Yeah.
And I'm also tired and sick, so.
Yeah, wow. So anyway, we're going to try to have a regular time. Thank you for hanging out with us, and I'll keep you updated. You can follow on Facebook because I always post up there if there's something going on. And that's it. Make sure you go check out Eric at Life in Farmland, his video. Tell him I sent you. You know, give him a big sub for us, and you know, you will not regret it.
His video's bomb.
His videos are amazing. Subscribe to his Instagram because his Instagram is amazing. Oh, excuse me, follow. I'm old. And that's that. So thank you, Rick, for doing a lovely job with the troll catching.
Oh, you're welcome. Got rid of 4.
You're the best.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yes,
all right, say bye to everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.